If you're Daniel Bryan, you're probably very sad right now. But if you're Dolph Ziggler, you're probably riding a wave of momentum. And it was probably supposed to be the other way around. Daniel Bryan returning to action and Dolph Ziggler leaving the WWE. But it looks like it's going to be the exact opposite. Share and subscribe, smash that bell, or YouTube this channel. And what I mean by YouTube this channel is refresh this YouTube channel multiple times a day so you always know and always get my latest updates, rumors, news, and headlines. There are some major developments on the horizon for WWE today. For one, we thought Ziggler was leaving. We thought his future was in doubt. We thought he was going to be on his way out. We thought that was the end of Dolph Ziggler, a.k.a. Billy Gunn, a.k.a. Shawn Michaels, a.k.a. whatever. But now it seems like Dolph Ziggler, according to Ringside News, as per The Observer, is reporting that Ziggler has signed a new contract and will not be leaving the WWE anytime soon. Now, on the front of Daniel Bryan, it would appear as if Daniel Bryan, as much as he wants to wrestle, as much as he loves the in-ring competition, as much as he loves the fans in the WWE, it looks like the WWE will just not allow Daniel Bryan to ever compete in a WWE ring ever again. Once again, courtesy of ringsidenews.com. And that's a very sad state of affairs for Daniel Bryan, who loves this business, who has a passion for the business, who has been cleared by his own doctors. But viewers and subscribers, we're going to head over to Ringside News for the latest on Daniel Bryan right now, because Daniel Bryan's potential update and ring return, this actually pretty much rules out a WrestleMania match return for Daniel Bryan, where it looked like there was going to be a tag team match, where the WWE was going the route of a tag team match, but it looks like that won't even be happening now. It doesn't appear that Daniel Bryan has any chances of ever competing inside the squared circle for the WWE again. Brad Shepard of Bodyslam.net exclusively reports that a reliable source has indicated that Bryan's days of possibly returning for another match in the company are done. It's being said that there is no evidence that Bryan has been cleared to return to in-ring action, and if he has, it would be one of the biggest secrets in company history. Now, we didn't know Rey Mysterio was going to return. Quite frankly, we didn't know that CM Punk was going to return. Oh, wait a minute. That still never happened. We didn't think that, the Ultimate Warrior was going to come back. Roddy Piper was going to come back. Austin was going to come back for one more match at WrestleMania 19 against The Rock. We didn't know at that time that was Austin's last retirement match. So the WWE does have a knack. They do have that surprise factor. The WWE does have that unpredictable factor for Daniel Bryan. Now, as it concerns Daniel Bryan and Dolph Ziggler, Ziggler we thought was leaving. We thought he was going away. We thought there was going to be no other way. But now Ziggler's coming back in, and Daniel Bryan is going back out of the WWE. So this is a hard pill to swallow. There's a lot of sour grapes here in these two reports. But viewers and subscribers, we are not done with the news and rumors. Brad discussed the topic in depth and said that Bryan mentioned in previous interviews that if he does not compete for WWE by WrestleMania, he could be leaving the company indefinitely. So if that doesn't tell you what Daniel Bryan's mindset is, what Daniel Bryan's thinking, what Daniel Bryan is doing, well, then it looks like we'll see him in ROH or Impact Wrestling or maybe NJPW, New Japan, whatever it may be. Now, Dolph Ziggler reportedly inks a new deal with the WWE. We broke that at the beginning of the video, but there are more details. While appearing on the Locker Room podcast, independent wrestler and wrestling podcaster personality Ben the Hacker Hameen mentioned that he received word that Dolph Ziggler has inked a new deal with the company, and Ziggler was apparently on his way out, and the company offered him big money if he stuck around. While the exact figure wasn't elaborated, Ziggler will also be allowed to take outside projects as long as they don't conflict with his schedule. It is believed that this was one of WWE's issues he had previously, was that WWE had control of which projects he is allowed to do. So viewers and subscribers, Ben Hameen, we give some credit to him, Ringside News, the hacker Ben Hameen himself. Now, I'm not so sure what kind of sources or, outsiders or insiders or dirt sheets he knows, but the fact that he's releasing that information is pretty huge details. But viewers and subscribers, you want to talk about huge details and developments, please go like my official Facebook fan page and go rate it 5 stars. That's Sean Vuen over on Facebook. If you want to donate to my GoFundMe, you can do so, though, by doing so right now. The latest on Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar rumors. That coming out today. It was previously reported that Bobby Lashley could be returning to WWE anytime now, and there was talk of having him work a program with Brock Lesnar sometime after WrestleMania. Dave Meltzer indicated on the latest edition of the Wrestling Observer newsletter that the match between Lesnar and Lashley could still very well happen. That's only if Lesnar doesn't decide to leave the company and pursue UFC again. But if he leaves after WrestleMania, the talked about program with Bobby Lashley won't be happening, reports Dave Meltzer. Lesnar's deal with the WWE expires around WrestleMania, but there is a clause that would see him stick around with WWE until August if he does decide to leave the company. Lesnar has used UFC as a leveraging tool to get more out of his WWE deal, then that could be going here again, because Brock Lesnar could be definitely leaving the WWE. Enzo's accuser says that she recently checked into a mental institution, but she's still saying that, Enzo did what he did and it was out of line. Enzo accuser says that she recently checked into a mental hospital. After taking a hiatus from social media, Enzo's accuser resurfaced on YouTube with a new video addressing individuals who don't believe her claims based off previous videos that she's posted on social media. She talked about, how she, the fake pregnancy, and she talked about a variety of other different things. But viewers and subscribers, Enzo's out of the WWE. The damage has already been done. If that was her plan, if that was her goal, if she wanted to ruin Enzo's image, and whether or not he did it or not do it, the fact that got out there and the fact that was on Raw 25 and that made the WWE look bad and that put the WWE against a wall and they had to react and they had to do what they had to do. They had to tell Enzo to leave the arena because they didn't know the exact details. They didn't know how crucial and how important it was. But obviously the WWE is going to take any report like this to heart and they're going to say, well, this is a very severe problem and we cannot have this on our WWE roster. So viewers and subscribers, as you can see, from Ziggler, we thought was leaving to coming back. Daniel Bryan, we thought was competing and returning, will be now leaving. Will now be exiting the WWE. Brock Lesnar's contract hangs in the balance. Whether or not we see Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar really all depends on Brock Lesnar. It's up to Brock Lesnar whether he wants this match or whether he thinks he's going to go with the UFC or try to see him back in football, or Brock Lesnar's going to go back to Minnesota or he's going to go back to Dakota or wherever he's coming from and just, ride off into the sunset. I mean, WrestleMania against Roman Reigns this year, if that is the match that happens, could very well be the very last time we see Brock Lesnar compete in a WWE ring ever again, because Brock Lesnar pretty much could retire right now, and that would be the end of him. But viewers and subscribers, aside from that, share and subscribe and leave your comments. This is the Brash and Brazen Show on Entertainment. We are the undisputed one-stop destination for all your WWE rumors, news, and headlines, and all your needs, and we make it supreme because that's what it means to me. Viewers and subscribers, Samoa Joe. This was a huge report that went out today. I'm not done yet. Samoa Joe removed from WWE live events until after WrestleMania. We saw Emma, and that's huge to WrestleMania. That's significant because it was supposed to be Samoa Joe and John Cena at WrestleMania. There was supposed to be a program, there was supposed to be a storyline, and now Samoa Joe's not going to be in the WWE. I mean, there's some huge headlines here today. That's why you cannot shut off Sean View Entertainment when I do a long video like this in 4 or 5 minutes. You got to keep going on because the news gets more progressive, the news gets more in depth, and the news, quite frankly, gets more thorough, and it's very detailed. Samoa Joe, this is a very kicking down. I mean, this is a major, major setback to Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe, who hasn't really competed in a whole hell of a lot of WrestleManias, if any WrestleMania. I mean, this is not something you want to hear or see. Samoa Joe getting injured is definitely crucial to the WWE. So what are they going to have Samoa Joe do on WrestleMania? Is he going to be on the pre-show on commentary? Is he going to be doing backstage interviews and backstage skits where Samoa Joe completely looks out of his element and he doesn't look like he's very comfortable with what he's doing? Is that what the WWE is going to do? Is that what they're going to do with Samoa Joe, the submission fighting machine, who is now going to be regulated to nothing but who knows what he's going to be regulated to. Samoa Joe, the WWE, I got to give them credit. I got to give the WWE their due. The way they've booked Samoa Joe when he was there, when he was healthy, and that's the thing about Samoa Joe. He had just returned from injury. Samoa Joe was healthy. He was looking good. He was dominating. He was going to enter this huge program with John Cena, and then it got cut off. That's almost like when Samoa Joe got injured before the initial injury. He was supposed to work a program with John Cena. It didn't happen, and they had to put it on the back burner. So viewers and subscribers, a lot of this thing with Samoa Joe is becoming history, and then the WWE has to rewrite. They have to rework a lot of things. So that's just the thing, though. But I mean, you can't stop injuries. I mean, poor Paige, her WWE career is probably over. But then again, I don't know if that's so. Even though the dirt sheets and the websites have reported that Paige's career is done, WWE has still not publicly stated that her career is finished and over. So there could be a heck of a lot more to this than meets the eye. Or maybe the WWE is trying to think that there's a way out. Maybe the WWE is thinking, well, maybe there's some hope that Paige can return. I hope she can return. I don't even know why I'm talking about Paige, because Paige isn't the topic of discussion. That's old news. But it still sticks, true to me, because Paige's career is now history off of Sasha Banks. And I know there's times in the ring where, there's accidents and things happen, and you know what you're signing up for, you know what you're getting yourself into, you know what you're putting your body on the line. But you know what? Sometimes you pay the ultimate sacrifice. You pay that ultimate price, and that's what Paige is paying right now. And viewers and subscribers, there was a significant injury that the WWE superstar was dealing with due to a back issue or a neck issue, and they said it was similar to that of Arn Anderson. Well, it does not look like that is the case, so that is good. And that unknown WWE superstar, I'm going to try to get to you, but there was a superstar that had a severe neck or back problem, but it seems like that problem will not be as bad as we once thought, which is obviously a good thing. So viewers and subscribers, this is the Barrage Thing. Your comments and your opinions, and what do you think about all the news, rumors, headlines, and what was the most significant news piece today? Was it Lashley and Lesnar? Was it Samoa Joe being removed from WrestleMania? Was it the fact that Ziggler is in and Daniel Bryan is out? Or is there any more news and rumors that you heard that's even more significant than what I've talked about? Here on Sean View, we keep it prolific, consistent, and dedicated. The Brash and Brazen Sean View. And share and subscribe and refresh my YouTube channel. More to come. I think I've said all I had to say, and there's not much more to talk about. So we're going to end it here. And once again, the new style, the new look, the new cut, the new facade, the new fade of Sean View Entertainment. We're all in here, and we ain't going to deal the spades. No. All right, viewers, I'm out. Your comments, your opinion, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned. More to come.